Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. The Fault in Our Stars, a movie about two cancer patients who meet each other in a support group and really find this reaffirming value of life. Now you're probably thinking, what a downer. It is one of the most life-affirming movies you're going to see, and this is one of the reasons right here. Shailene Woodley, congratulations. What a wonderful, wonderful movie.
Thank you.
How does one, as an actor, approach, because for a lot of people, they don't even want to say the word cancer, and you had to inhabit the skin of a woman who's basically, for all potential purposes, could be dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is about this movie is that it doesn't victimize cancer, and it doesn't victimize death. It celebrates life, and that was something that I really wanted to bring to the screen and to honor the fact that, you know, what Hazel says in the book is that some lives are bigger than other lives, but it doesn't discredit the moments that each of those lives experience.
But you also have to schlep around this piece of equipment, and you'll see in the movie your oxygen tank. How much did that become part of the character?
It became a lot. I mean, it's part of, in the same way that you and I wear clothes, you know, some people wear earrings, Hazel has to wear, you know, carry around her oxygen tank. And it just sort of, you just adapt to it and it becomes part of life.
Did you want to read the book? I mean, did it give you any insight into who Hazel was?
I did. I read the book immediately after I read the script 2 years ago because I was so profoundly moved by the script. So I figured the book would just be a larger extension of that.
Now, Hazel and this young gentleman that she gets to meet go on a journey to Amsterdam, and you actually went to Amsterdam. When you were in the Anne Frank house, is there an emotional connection at all? Do you feel something when you're in a place like that?
You do. I mean, there's an energy. There's a historical. You grew up. I grew up, you know, hearing about Anne Frank, obviously, and about the house, and there is that palpable experience of seeing where somebody lived and what those hard times were like. It's very different to experience it visually than it is to read about it in a book or hear about it through different stories. So that definitely lent to the symbolic nature that scene provided in the book.
Now, part of the reason you go to Amsterdam is so you can meet this writer, Peter, who has left such an impression upon you. But we've all had impressions upon people when we meet them. They don't quite live up to that expectation. Have you gone through that?
Of course. I mean, I think sometimes expectations are always so funny because I feel like they always, nothing ever lives up to your expectation because life is always so, it has so many wonderful ways of weaving its magic into situations. So yeah, I try not to create expectations too much.
And the last question for you. Last time we saw you on screen in Divergent, you were starring with Ansel as your brother. Because this film followed, did that chemistry that you had in that particular movie enable the performance to come out the way it did in this movie?
I think so, absolutely, because we already were comfortable with each other and we already had a deep sense of love and adoration and admiration for one another.
Well, again, congratulations. I cannot encourage you enough. The Fault in Our Stars, a wonderful, wonderful movie. Shailene, as always, such a pleasure.
Thank you.
And this is Scott Orlin. Till next time.